Welcome, everybody. As you can see, we are not continuing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood today. I'm taking a small break um, because I can't find the disc. So we're going to play this for a bit. I'm sorry I missed you guys Wednesday last week. I was feeling a bit under the weather. So we're going to dive into this today.
The past is not lost. The past lives inside us. Encoded in the double helix are the experiences of our ancestors. After 3 decades of research, our engineers locked the lives of our forebears. We have opened a window into the past. This is total immersion entertainment. With the press of a button, you will experience. Welcome to Helix, where the past is your playground.
I find this concept fascinating that they stepped outside of what was going on with Desmond and decided to basically turn the Animus into Xbox Live. And it plays with a lot of the stuff that we're already familiar with in most cases, which of course you can't access because it's just here for show. I want to see the Jazz Ace junkies. Dang it.
Last of the heroic Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay was a man of principle, a towering intellect, betrayed by those he trusted.
That's not what it says.
In Fallen Heroes, experience Jacques de Molay's final tragic hours through the eyes of one of his closest friends and advisors.
Despite some production problems with this title, I knew that I had to have it because I love French Revolution stuff, so this is going to be a treat.
Who goes there?
A friend of the temple.
Fluarak. The Council's message was absolute. You're not welcome here.
I must speak with the Grand Master.
He's in session. They all are. Another day, perhaps.
These people all sound really English.
Damn you, man. Why you're not rotting in a cell at this moment, I cannot fathom.
And already the graphical difference. I mean, I know that I have skipped many games at this point, but...
We are betrayed. Draw your swords, men. Defend the temple. Not you, brother. I have a different task for you. Come with me.
Okay, really quick. Gotta make sure that, all of my stuff is in place where it's supposed to be. English should be on. There we go.
King Philip's moving faster than we expected.
Another hand is at work here.
The Pope?
The assassins.
Assassins? I thought the Mongol Khans broke their power decades ago.
The assassins are far older than Massacre, my friend. Their anarchic delusions are virulent as the plague, less easily eradicated. We will not prevail this night, but if you make haste, we may yet save our order.
What must I do?
Go to the tower. Take the sword and the book. Hide them. They must not fall into the assassin's hands.
Grandmaster.
Go!
can't. I have to take a different way.
I'm already finding myself having to get used to the controls all over again. This is for two reasons. One, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game in about a week, and two, I've been playing the Switch, which means that my buttons are all messed up, or where my fingers think the buttons are supposed to be is messed up right now. That's where I came in from. Alright, here we go. I need to turn up the brightness real quick. Sorry. Much better.
The tower! They've breached the tower! They've taken them!
I actually went too far. Better. Now let's see if I can chase worth a damn. Sword lightning. And I'm sure nobody who knows where this place is will mess with that. Wow, it took you 7 years to kill this guy?
Pope Clement, hear me? Before this year is out, you will answer for your crimes before God Almighty! And you, King Philip, no punishment is too heinous for the great evil you have inflicted upon the temple! I curse you! Curse you to the 13th generation of your blood! You shall be cursed!
Consume consumed in flames of hunger and wrath. Thus came the age of true wisdom to a blistering close. The Knights Templar, once the proud shepherds of order, peace, and illumination, were no more.
Roll credits.
Yeah, let's get a sniffer running. If Abstergo pings us, pull me out. Okay. I have a visual. Hey there. This is probably disorienting, so I'll be brief. I'm Bishop, not my real name, obviously, but that's as much as you'll get today. Please listen carefully. Abstergo is using you, hijacking your neurons to help them sift through genetic memory data. These guys don't have their fingers in countless corporations, governments, media outlets, and NGOs. But now, they want control over history itself. If that doesn't frighten you, it should. But we're here to stop them, and I need your help. Deacon, preload gene sequence AD16, B13, I87.
Yep, spooling it up.
Hello, Not
Last
Wheatley,
week,
I hear
we
you.
gained access to a bank of unsequenced memories in Abstergo's Helix servers. For now, we'd like you to experience a small sample. This should help you understand our struggle. And after that, you can decide for yourself what comes next. We'll be waiting.
That's an okay segue into why you're just somebody playing in Abstergo's video game system and then you're suddenly working for these guys. So, okay. Ugh, that's pretty.
Arno.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Courage, my boy.
We're Frenchmen,
wait
pip
just
pip
here.
cheerio and all that what.
I will return when this hand reaches the top.
That's forever.
Not as long as all that. And when I get back, we'll see the fireworks. And Arno, no exploring, hmm?
Yes, Father.
The creators actually addressed this. Like, they attempted to say it's a translation thing because, you know, you don't speak French, but it's translating for you, and apparently it's giving you that accent, despite the fact that that has never happened in a previous game. But they did come out and admit that they just happen to think, personally, that French accents are silly.
You'd rather sit without, Brune?
Which, you know, at least own your biases, kids.
Too slow. Aren't you coming? Quickly, quickly. Bet you can't steal one.
Thief! Put that back! Got you now!
see their faces when we stole those apples?
We.
I'm Arno.
Elise.
I'm here with my father.
So am I. He has important business with the king.
What should we do now?
Shh. Listen. Don't worry, they'll never think to look for us in here.
It was my fault. I'm the one who took the apple.
Let's see where they're going.
Gorgeous.
Monsieur Franklin,
They're
I
getting...
sincerely hope this unfortunate affair does not darken your opinion of our nation.
Monsieur, if we judge nations by the character of
Elise.
the criminal,
Father?
we should all be called
Come here, girls, now.
Father?
Come away, boy.
Arno. Arno. Look at me.
Well, I guess that's an improvement from going into the Animus by exiting from the womb.
Can't win fairly at cards, so you stoop to thieving, you bastard!
Calm down, Victor. I've only come for my watch.
It's my watch. I want it fairly.
Is his brother's name Hugo by any chance?
This is not a just world. This is France.
You're a dead man.
Oh, step lightly there. You'll hurt yourself.
I just had a nice chat with your brother. Hugo, fetch the marshals.
I
Hold on
can't
a
even
minute.
be mad about that.
I've got it, Victor.
I say. Sorry.
Pardon, madam. Gentlemen, please, we can come to an understanding. Please, excuse him, he's not housebroken.
Thick-headed blacksmith like you probably can't even read a watch.
Come over here and say that.
No.
Get back here.
Oh my god, get out of the way, people.
Keeping up? Shall I pull a break?
Oh, please don't shoot me. That was a long way to fall, holy crap. got most of my health with that too, damn. Oh, I see a vantage point, so... Ooh, and a treasure chest. Okay. Climbing's pretty fluid. I like that you get a good look at how big the Versailles complex is, because you definitely don't get that impression with the short scene you spend in there. Alright, let's take a look at our map. This is definitely one of those sections because it looks like you do get, like, things for completing these maps where it is a good idea to go ahead and do your cursory faffing about. And in doing so, also collect as much money and stuff as you can before advancing the first quest. Also, this is a really small village, so there's not a lot of extra stuff to do. So also, give me a little bit of time to get used to these controls again. I can hear you, where are you? Oh, good. Let's see. Must be up there. Huh. Or not? Huh. What's going on, fam? Let's see. Alright. Is it up or is it down? Okay. That is me still unlearning the Nintendo Switch controls. The problem with that, and you will learn this if you ever play the PlayStation 4 a lot, or the Xbox One, and then suddenly switch to the Switch, the cancel buttons and the action buttons are reversed. And so you will play the Switch and get used to them being like that, and it will ruin your life in every other system. It took me a while to turn my PS4 on, because when you're at the login screen, hitting the cancel button just turns the controller off, so I thought the wiring was completely messed up. So hopefully there will be less of that as we go on. Oh, that was cool. It just sort of comes up after the corner.
Hey! Hold still, you runt! I've got a message for you!
The problem here is I'm just gonna have to be prepared to fight. Or run.
I'll find your boneless spine to powder! Get over here now!
I don't know, why don't you chase me up here, bruh? It's a ways. Okay, let's see. There are other things that I should be after, but they're not showing. Why didn't you highlight? There we go. Okay, there you are. Well, this was a mistake. Let's see. Dude, just get down. Just get down. Ah, controlled descent. You did not try to arrest me recently. Oh, that thing. Oh my god, just get up the tree. Get up the fucking tree, dude. There's a handhold right there. Oh my god, let's see, okay. Up. Or not. There we go. There are 8 of those in this area. Want to try to get them all. Oh. That's why that went off. Are those deer? Just hanging out? Doing deer stuff? Oh, got another one. Wasn't even intending to. Am I gonna miss any other ones? Other one's way the fuck down there. Okay. As far as I can tell, the cockades are cockades. I don't know, do we want to pronounce it like an English person or like a French person? I don't know. But they were kind of a badge of political party back in the day, I think. Here, you just gather them and you get special rewards. Not being able to understand the people who are gossiping is a new thing. That looks like it's higher up. There we go. Oh, it's another one of these. Fabulous.
bloody problem? Get your ass over here! Damn bleeding hell!
Oh. Shit, they got guns.
Dans l'air civilisé.
With the gods, the other thing that I noticed about them is they seem to be just based around getting you to try different acrobatics, I guess. So, to play with like the higher and lower ledges. I think it's also partially to introduce you to the fact that you can climb in the trees. Which I feel like is better utilized here than in Assassin's Creed 3, because there weren't enough of them in 3, and they weren't interspersed evenly enough with the buildings to make them really usable. What you doing, brah? Come on. There we go. Okay, whatever I'm after is up here. Arnold, get down. Just get down.
Si notre mère en a, elle est si fière de son cadet. Quel est le rapport avec maman?
Okay. I wanted to save that last one because it's close to where the viewpoint is. It is up there. Okay. See, this village is made up of only 2 very small districts as opposed to Paris, which has got like 10 of them, I think. I like that I don't have to buy like a separate map to find all of these things. That's very convenient. Aha. Now, as far as playstyles go, understand that I am merely doing this so I will have extra spending money as I go on. And so that I won't be tempted to stray from anything as the adventure continues in this area. But there will likely be a plot-driven reason for me to climb these later. That is completely negated by the fact that I have already been up here. But that's okay, because we want stuff. Dude, just go up the spiky steeple. Just do it. Thank you. The controlled descent function is very nice, which will be demonstrated again momentarily, because of course there are some places where you jump up and sometimes you're not sure whether you see a hay bale down in the ground from where you're at, and at the very least you all have seen me have that exact problem. And so from a steeple you can also just hold down your right trigger and the circle button and move downward, and he will find the safest route all by himself. Oh, bless these people for not shooting at me. Okay, is there an open window? Yeah. Just jump down to the floor then, that's perfectly fine, whatever. Okay. That one's close enough that we can, I'm gonna head down in that direction. Oh yeah, just wander back over to the church where you almost got shot, dude. That's brilliant. You do that. Okay, up there.
S'il continue, il va se rompre le cou.
I love seeing, like, how they do the sides of buildings, like the advertisements and stuff like that, because that feels like something you'd see in modern New York City today in the older boroughs and stuff. It's just, it's neat to explore these ideas that are apparently a lot older than we would think they are. Oh no, I completely agree with you on that point, and most of the time in the games there are people commenting on that. In Ezio's games, you clearly hear people going like, he's fucking crazy. It's like he is either very drunk or he is very much in love, stuff like that. We just can't hear them because all of the NPCs in this speak French for no reason, when that has not been a thing in any of the games prior to this one. So I'm sure there are people commenting on how completely weird you are, and possibly crazy. But you won't notice, because you're not just any type of French person, you're an English French person. The creators were like, well, we're trying to do a more seriously toned game, so English, you know, because all of the seriousness of of a French aristocrat talking like Dick Van Dyke it's immersion. Man, you wouldn't understand. And I know that quest marker says Versailles. I know it's Versailles. But I live in Kentucky, where we delight in being wrong, and that is called Versailles. Time for me to get shot for 100 gold.
I'll stomp on you, so
Oh, for 300, that's not bad. That's worth a bullet, at least one.
Dirty pike off too.
Well, while they're busy getting bored of me. Sorry, lady. An improvement on previous games is you can't knock over people carrying boxes just because they're carrying boxes. Like, if you don't hit a special button as you're going by them, they'll drop stuff and they'll call the cops. But not in this game. The police are likely to get mad at you for startling them in this game, and that's always nice. I went right past that, damn it. I was looking at the green dot, is what it is. Okay. Open window? No. Over there, though. He doesn't want to jump because that bush is in the way, and that's why he is ridiculous. I think the other one is actually outside, so... And just a general reference, regular white treasure chests usually shit for treasure. 1 to 300 gold, usually 100. The yellow ones tend to have more cash, but they also have costumes occasionally. And the blue ones, which we got earlier, are nomad chests, and those were harder to get to when the mobile app was still a thing that was important and running, and you would do basically side missions on a little cell phone game, and you do those for nomad points, and when you had enough you could unlock blue nomad chests. Those are just open for everybody now. They're just extra prizes you can get. I guess because of all the things that you can do microtransactions for in this game already, there was no point in having additional ones, but also, I'm sure it's a pain in the ass to continue maintaining a mobile game and platform for a game which is several titles behind the newest one. I see red flags. Does that mean red dudes? It does. Because of course it does.
Ah! Are you cowering away from my friendly intervention? I'll run my blade so far.
Citizen, stop right there!
I hope you've got a horse nearby. Give me an easy run.
That's not what I wanted to run toward. Oh my god, don't jump on people's breakfast tables. Oh my god. I know you're a parkour baby, but be less trashy. That is the next floor up. No, no, ah! Okay. Then we can just sort of arc back towards the other ones. Yeah. Oh. It's right there. Let's see. Is there a way through? in there? Then no. It is up there somewhere. I see it. There we go. One more of those left. I hope it pops up someplace convenient. Can you climb over shrubberies? No, because why would you? That was pointless. Thank you, Arno.
Retourne dans ton terrier.
And if I'm not mistaken, we are like 2 chests away from like finishing everything in this district, which is good. We can move forward from there. And it's all close at hand. How lovely. Money is important to have because you gotta buy all your fun upgrades and cute outfits, because you can't fight evil and assassinate people if you ain't cute. Now that said, Arno is pretty cute. Especially in this early stage before he loses his sense of humor because of tragedy. Okay, where are you at? There's our last thingy thing. Kaboom! Dude, just get around. Thank you. Ah.
And where in God's name have you been?
Ha! Got you now, you little shit!
Just a little misunderstanding. Nothing to...
Your master's harboring a common criminal. In broad daylight, he broke into my home and stole my watch.
Did he indeed? Well, I'm sure the Marshalsea would be more than willing to sort this out.
Sort what out, Olivier?
A most serious accusation against your ward, sir.
He robbed me.
Of what, precisely? Wait for me in my library.
Don't give me that look. Victor cheats when he plays Pharaoh. Everyone knows it.
Arno? Who are you talking to?
No one, monsieur.
You'll be happy to learn I persuaded Olivier to leave off calling the Marshalsea. Again.
Je vous remercie, monsieur.
What is this? The 6th time? The 7th? Perhaps a new hobby might be better for your health.
Well, I find playing cards affords many opportunities for fresh air and exercise.
We'll talk about this later. I have business in town and must collect Elise before I can attend to it.
Elise is here?
Only for the night. She returns to Paris first thing tomorrow.
She'll need an escort. Won't she with you so preoccupied?
One of you running amok is quite enough. Remain here and see if Olivier has any chores for you.
Sure he does.
And listen, either roll up your other sleeve or roll down the other one. I did not raise you in a barn, boy. If I'm not mistaken, yes, that chest is still there. Something I also noticed is that assassin vision, or whatever the hell you want to call it, eagle vision, is very temporary in this one. You can't just turn it on and leave it on, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But it does show you 1.5 million other things you can interact with, and I'm going to do that before this guy gives me chores. Or not, if you don't want me to. Game. Yeah, apparently not.
Thrown out onto the street yet?
Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you?
It'd break my heart.
Olivier, if I weren't here, who'd do all your work for you?
The horses need brushing, boy. Get to it.
Certainement, monsieur.
This is not spelled out very clearly. It's more stuff that you read on the side that, like, he's not like a warden that this is his job. He fucked around in Paris and got into some trouble, so this is basically his punishment. He has to live at home and help out the housekeeper.
Sire de la Serre, wait! Nom de Dieu. Nom de Dieu, nom de Dieu.
Some trouble, mon ami?
A letter for Sire de la Serre. It's very important.
Oh, calm yourself, Perrault. That letter won't reach Monsieur de la Serre any faster if you drop dead of exhaustion. Give it here. I'll catch it.
You must receive it today. It's very...
Very important. Yes, I heard you the first time. I'll see that he gets it.
Monsieur de la Serre! Stop! Bad luck, lad. You'll have to go round.
Make way, make way!
Or over. What was that?
See, those guys commented on it.
Slow down! Apparently, Walnut is a popular finish this season. Who is driving this coach? Pelops? Monsieur de la Serre. Please excuse. Wrong carriage.
You're not my adoptive father. You have much angrier eyebrows.
It's a bird's eye view.
Ah. I like the little music that plays when you're getting close to a sync point. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this coincides with an important date. Is that information in here yet? MISC events. No, not yet, it looks like. Okay, we're not there yet. Maybe it'll explain, maybe it won't. Those guys will boot me out if they see me.
That's it. Not one more step.
Il faut le corriger, mes frères. Va chercher les bâtards. Comment
You're the only one that doesn't have silly curls in your hair, Arno. You should get on that.
No more. Walk away.
Also, you can sort of see where people are already dividing politically based on who's wearing boots and who's wearing culottes.
That's all.
I'm in. Third estate. The first estate was the church, and the second estate is nobility, so these are political parties. The third is everyone else. Comprised beggars, peasants, pagans, the bourgeoisie, notaries, doctors, lawyers, artisans, bankers, and even scholars who, at the time, represented approximately 96% of the entire population. In a pamphlet entitled What is the Third Estate, published in 1789, C.S. wrote, "What is the Third Estate? Everything. What has it been until now in the political order? Nothing. What does it ask? To become something. Nothing be done without it. Everything would be infinitely better without the other two orders." So it kind of sets up what's about to happen. Do you have anything new that's important? We have the events. Finally, the Estates General was a general assembly representing the three classes or estates of French society: the clergy, the nobility, and the peasantry. The Estates General was not a legislative body like the English Parliament. Rather, its role was to advise the king, with whom all authority lay. It was even infrequently called. Before the onset of the Revolution, the last meeting of the Estates General before 1789 was in 1614. The Estates General sat for several weeks in May and June of 1789 to address the financial crisis facing the realm, thanks in no small part to the French government's role in financing the American Revolution. And, also one of the previous kings spending a lot of money to make his own private whorehouse because his mistress didn't want to sleep with him or give anybody else her job. The meeting quickly came to an impasse over the first item on the agenda, however, whether the Estates General should vote collectively by estate, which would give an advantage to the First and Second Estates, or vote individually, which would give the more numerous Third Estate the advantage. Deadlocked, the deputies of the Third Estate began to discuss political reforms rather than the financial crisis that had been the original agenda. The meeting of the Estates General dissolved when the Third Estate declared itself the National Assembly and announced that it would conduct the nation's affairs. The First and Second Estates were invited to join the Assembly, but it was clear which way the political wind was blowing. The French Revolution was beginning. So that's what's going on here right now, since he will basically just be on the fringes of it for the time that he's here.
Je vous trouve un peu intimidant.
Des États généraux, quoique la convocation de ces assemblées peut être tombée en désuétude, je n'ai pas balancé à rétablir un usage dont le royaume une nouvelle source de bonheur. La dette s'est encore accrue sous mon règne. Une guerre dispendieuse, mais honorable, en a été la cause.
Guys, you're killing me. Get out of my way.
L'augmentation des impôts en a été la suite nécessaire et a rendu plus sensible leur inégale répartition.
Not these two again. Must have tailed me from the estate.
Un désir exagéré d'innovation se sont emparés des esprits et finirait par égarer totalement les opinions si on ne se hâtait de les fixer.
Louis XVI was never meant to become king, but his father died in 1765. Followed by his two older brothers. When his grandfather Louis XV died in 1774, he came to a throne for which he was ill-prepared. Louis and his wife would fail to provide France with an heir for 7 years, to the derision of the French people. Even the celebrations of the wedding day would end in tragedy, with the death of 100 Parisians following a stampede at a fireworks display. An indecisive man, in the words of one deputy, the king spent his whole life saying each evening that he was mistaken that same morning. As his younger brother, the future Charles X, would say, not without irony, trying to get Louis to hold a position was like trying to hold greased billiard balls together. His 19-year reign would become increasingly elided since the court was incapable of reform. Louis XV had merely covered up the nation's problems without actually resolving anything. His heir wished to be called Louis the Severe, to contrast the permissiveness and debauchery of his grandfather, but as far as public opinion was concerned, he would be Louis the Weak. What decisions he actually managed to make turned against him. The war with England to support Franklin and Washington would ruin the kingdom, and by 1789, debt-ridden France had reached a state of virtual bankruptcy. The situation was exacerbated by the trade treaty with London. The British, who were way ahead of the French technologically, inundated France with their industrial products, spelling ruin for French artisans. Some of these products would even be used in the revolutionary riots. While food shortages were due to bad crops and weather, those who were hungry blamed them on the rich. Meanwhile, pampered and pensioned in Versailles, far away from their roots, the nobility had become another adversary that would further undermine the system. The same went for the lower orders of the clergy, who shared the general misery of their flock. The king didn't see it coming. The nobles would bring about a revolution to which they too would fall victim. In summer of 1791, with the revolution heating up, Louis approved the perilous plan to secretly flee from Paris to the supposedly loyal troops in the east. The royal family's arrest at Varennes would spell the end of absolute monarchy. On August 10th, with the sounds of Tuileries when the grounds of the Tuileries were invaded, Louis took refuge in the National Assembly, but the damage was done. Shortly thereafter, he was stripped of his power, arrested, and sent to the medieval fortress of the Temple, and from there to his doom. His trial was brief, and ultimately only for show. Witnesses who testified in his favor were massacred in 2 instances, while the documents that could have proved him innocent were not passed on to his defenders. In short, it was a travesty. The judges had all but decided on the verdict from the onset. The absolute monarch, who didn't even reign over his court, was influenced by all those who surrounded him. What should I do? He asked the reactionary French writer Rivarol in September of 1789. Act like a king, came the reply. If only. Louis, who had a passion for geography and great exploration and whose hobbies were locksmithing and carpentry, was simply not cut out for the job. Note, in my experience, you should never trust a man who lists his hobby as locksmithing. So in short, a lot of shit's about to happen.
So, who or what will take its place? Another king? A council of capable men?
That is the question, isn't it?
A truce, then.
What the devil was that about?
My friends!
Now, we can resolve this without recourse to violence, can't we?
Get him, Hugo!
I suppose not.
Get him, Hugo!
Easy, big fella.
Hand over the watch!
Not your day, is it, Victor? To your health, gentlemen.
You boy! So, what are you doing there?
Running!
He's getting away!
Please don't shoot me, I'm adorable and not English.
Here now.
No getting back in there now. Catch them back at home, I suppose.
You know all that free running you were just doing? Here's how you do it. Okay, goals to go back home, so I'm gonna hit this store real quick because I am just about out of potions. If I'm not mistaken, yes. That's never a good state to be in. Especially when you do a lot of running and jumping and climbing and falling. And getting shot at. Though in his defense, for as young and scrappy as he is, he can take a fall a lot better than Ezio could. I have to remember there's a refill all button. Damn. Since I've got a way to go, let's hit the rooftops again. Or not. Thanks, Arno.
Ma parole.
Mon Jaco qui nous a tout raconté. Comment elle pourrait demander un vin d'enfant?
Bonsoir, Olivier. Has Monsieur de la Serre returned?
Senor de la Serre is not expected until late.
Ah, well. I suppose I'll just pass the time with Elise, then.
Don't get your hopes up just yet. Mademoiselle is at a private soiree, in her honor, at the palace.
A party? I wasn't invited.
Neither were the horses.
I'm sure she just misplaced my invitation. I'll find my own way in. How late is late?
Perhaps an hour, perhaps 3, perhaps not at all. I do not question the comings and goings of my betters.
Tell him it's an emergency.
Wait here, then. Elise never enjoyed these high society balls. She'll be home soon. Les tragiques. Too depressing. Le traité du monde et de la lumière de Descartes. Never could get through that one. I could just slip it under the door. He'd see it the instant he returned. Mémoire de Monsieur d'Artagnan. Elise's favorite. There. Safe and sound, and only slightly delayed. And now, to the palace. I couldn't sneak through a sewer in these threads, much less a ball.
Roll down your sleeve.
Here, here, mon ami. Let me take care of that.
Thank you, young man.
Maximilien Robespierre. No guest.
Arno. Le Chevalier du Télème.
Invitation, s'il vous plaît.
About that, I had one, of course, but on the way...
No invitation, no admittance. Now clear the queue. Next, please.
If you'd brought a hat, he would have believed you.
Sivet. 2 guests. Next, please.
Quite the turnout.
Quite.
Okay. There's the guys I gotta avoid.
Let's just put in a short appearance to be polite. I'm tired.
As you say.
No, just get in the window. Before somebody looks up, get in the friggin' window. There we go. Okay.
Third estate. Practically up in arms, and they're having a party.
What's this party for, anyway?
Not sure. Some kind of confirmation ceremony for the Delasair girl.
I am not here.
Is it shift change yet? Look at that one. Pretty sure his shoes cost more than my rent.
You up there! Stop! Get down!
Will you let me back in if I do?
What? Certainly not!
Well then, if it's all the same to you, I think I'll stay up here.
You, come here!
I'll see you in the garden later, yes? Of course.
Okay, there are no open doors here. I have made a mistake. There we go.
M'accorderiez-vous cette danse pour gentilhomme?
Merci. Un autre jour.
I'll not be made a mock of by the likes of him.
She always did love the chase.
Not fair that she gets to run when that's not an option for me, but...
You seem to have caused quite a commotion.
Well, what can I say? You were always a bad influence.
Oh, you were a worse one. Are you wearing one of my
my father's suit.
Are you wearing a dress?
Don't even start. I feel like a mummy wrapped up in this thing.
Must be quite an occasion to get you so fancy.
It's not like that. Truth be told, it's a lot of ceremony and pontification. Dull as dirt.
Well, when you don't invite me to your parties, everyone suffers.
I did try, but my father was adamant.
Your father?
Go. I'll distract them.
What? You're kicking me out?
It's complicated. I'll explain later, but for now, out the window.
Oh, no, no, no. You're not turning this into a repeat of that apple orchard.
Stop being such a baby. I'm sure there aren't any guard dogs this time. Go! Oh my! That wasn't the billiard room at all, was it?
Yeah.
Could have been on party duty, but no. Waste of time. There's nobody out here.
Where's my exit from here? Let's see. There. And I'm not going to sneak closer and get behind the bed because if I'm not mistaken, that's actually not a hiding place. You gonna move or are you just gonna stand there, dude? Exit cover. There you go.
Who's even going to come out here?
10 to 1 I end the night cleaning a rich man's vomit off my shoes.
I am not here. Oh my god, go out the door.
You all right, monsieur? Too much of the king's champagne? Monsieur? Monsieur de la Serre? Monsieur de la Serre!
Sylvain, come away! Guards! Help! Murder!
Mon Dieu, he's killed Lord de la Serre.
I wonder what the quick time events would have been to see a trial. Press X to not fuck up your testimony. And here we're about to meet my favorite side character. And probably half the reason I bought this game.
It wasn't me! Stab me out wielding the knife! Please, have mercy!
Gaia est omnis divisa in partes tres.
They're killing us! Oh God, have mercy! They're killing the prisoners in here!
That's enough of that, you degenerate!
He did actually do that. But if I'm not mistaken, it actually sparked a riot, so...
Where am I?
In hell.
Qui se ultimo morti offeranno, facilis reperiuntur. Quantum dolorem pacientia.
What are you staring at, pisspot?
Frenchman, 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 what?
Welcome to your new home.
Where'd you come by this, pisspot?
I'm in no mood for this. Give it back.
Take it back. If you think you can.
Yeah, they definitely let you have that sort of thing in a prison cell.
My grandmother eats harder than that. She's Belgian. Well struck, pisspot. See if your defense is as good. So much effort for a broken antique.
The only antique in here is flapping his idiot jaw.
Say that again.
I've nothing more to say, old man.
There's a good proper splatter when you wall at them.
Your crazy drawings, old man.
Drawings.
He's here. Everywhere. Scribbled like chicken scratches all over this cell. Where?
Come here, you little pisspot.
Get your hands off me.
Look at the wall.
What are you doing?
Concentrate. Concentrate.
What are they?
Messages from the past. I had myself thrown into half the prisons in Paris in search of these. What's your name, boy?
Arno. Arno Victor Dorian.
Dorian. Of course. Pierre Belek. I knew your father.
bully for you.
He died at Versailles. In what? 76? 77? December, as I recall, no witnesses.
How did you...
Your father was an assassin, Arno. He gave his life, fighting for the liberty of all mankind. You stick with me, you might just live long enough to join the Brotherhood. Honor your father's memory.
Listen, I'm sure your little cult is a delightful bunch, but I'm not interested. The only thing I care about is finding Elise.
How are you planning on doing that from in here?
I'm sure the guards would allow this.
Ow! Focus, pisspot.
What the hell is going on out there?
Citizens are restless. Keep an ear open. Opportunity might just come knocking soon.
That was cannon fire.
Sometimes opportunity sounds a lot like cannon fire.
Secure the prisoners.
Follow my lead. Take cover!
Prisoners up against the wall.
On whose authority?
I told you this was going to end badly. Silence! Stay back! Prisoners up against the wall. Stay back!
Right, let's get out of this show.
You there! Halt!
Run like a maniac! What happens? Keep him off me for a bit, pisspot.
Don't strike, won't shake ya!
Belek, is the door open? We have a problem. Lovely. Any time now. You've got to be kidding.
Got it! Too slow! Let's go, pisspot!
Out the window! Come on!
This way! Fire! Fire, damn you! Stop the prisoners!
Right.
You there! Stop! Back to yourselves!
Ow! Dude!
Give up! There's no way to go! Throw down your weapons! Stop right there!
It said I could do smoke bomb evasions. Let's see about that. I don't recall getting smoke bombs. Oh, look at that. I got smoke bombs.
Anybody serious out there?
Come on. Get down. Don't climb on things when you're supposed to be running away.
This way! Fire! Fire, damn you! Stop the prisoners! You can't halt! Stay there! No! What can you say? The prisoners hold! Give up! There's no way to run. Aha! Throw down your weapons! Stop right there! Yield! Drop your weapons!
Where now? Up! Brilliant. And how do we get down again?
Trust me! I surrender! I surrender! What are you waiting for, Pissbot? It's time to jump.
What? Prison scrambled your brains, old man.
You have done this a million times, Arno.
Get up here!
I can't, that's impossible.
Impossible? That's the purview of every assassin boy. If you can pluck your head out of your own arse, come find us. Make a great fit. Goodbye, Pisspot! You! Back away from the ledge!
Don't come any closer, I'll do it. I am literally doing it. What is your problem? There we go. It took us almost 2 hours to get a title screen, people. Part of that is because I spent a lot of time faffing about, but...
Please?
That's some welcome.
One can't be too careful. Not after what happened.
Elise,
Haven't you done enough to repay my father's kindness?
Elise, please. You can't believe I killed Monsieur de la Serre. Your father, he wasn't the man you thought he was. Neither of our fathers were.
I know exactly who my father was, Arno. And I know who yours was. I suppose it was inevitable. You an assassin, me a Templar.
You?
Does that shock you? My father always meant for me to follow in his footsteps. Now all I can do is avenge him.
I swear to you, I had nothing to do with his death.
But you did.
No. No! By my life, I swear I didn't. Is that?
A letter intended for my father the day he was murdered. Read it.
Grandmaster de la Serre, I have learned through my agents that an individual within our order plots against you. I beg you to be on your guard at the initiation tonight. Trust no one, not even those you call friends. May the Father of Understanding guide you. L.
I found that on the floor of my father's room. Unopened.
I didn't know.
Neither did my father.
How could I have known?
Just go. Please.
It wouldn't have been difficult to say, listen, I have an emergency letter for this man, and I can only give it to him personally. You couldn't have done that? Cité.
The devil is this supposed to mean?
I wonder. Now, the big thing, before we go to our exclamation point, that's not what I wanted to do, but oh my god, let me go into a frigging map, people. There we go. We need a viewpoint. And look what we get to climb to do that. Now, I'm not going to waste too much time faffing about before going to the next exclamation point, because Arno doesn't stop being skanky until he does the next plot point. And as I mentioned earlier, can't save the world if you ain't cute. Can't fight crime. Can't kill bad guys. Boom. Now, sadly, we can't go inside yet, but eventually we will, very early on, we will get a quest that will get us access to the interior, and you can explore all of Notre Dame in full scale, and it's glorious. If I'm not mistaken, what I'm after is over here. Nope, get up there. Oh, is that another way in? Something that is also very plain in all of this is, if you've seen things like Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, if you've looked at the way they built things up, you can see there's accuracy both in their design and what you're seeing here. And that's pretty cool. Now, we're not going to do anything funky in this district just yet, but something that we can also do while we are in this area is there are little street events that you can get involved in, and when you rack up a certain number of them, you get rewards. This is everything from catching pickpocketers and stopping fights, giving money to beggars. Some things he just won't climb. The problem with the street events also is if you're in an area where you haven't found the viewpoint yet and you can't see the map, it's harder to tell when they're going on. Oh my god, just go straight up, dude. Snap back to reality. Yeah, just get back in there, that's fine. I like the way they animate viewpoints in this, but the way it zooms back to them, it's almost like a person becoming aware that they're tripping. And that's just really amusing to me. I think this is the first one where we're gonna get skill points. Hooray! Because that's how you buy new abilities.
A simple address would be too mundane.
Yeah. Self, there is a time limit on this, so if you could not screw it up, that would be fabulous. Excellent. Initiate me so I can shave.
Took you long enough, piss pot.
What is this place?
The sanctuary. A place we can train and prepare, away from the eyes of our enemies.
Didn't we just escape from a dungeon?
It's not a dungeon. It's a nerve center. From these tunnels we can get anywhere in the city, all without being seen. We have eyes everywhere.
Really? Seems visibility would be a problem. Wouldn't you prefer something with a view?
This place has served us well for 600 years, pisspot.
Mm-hmm. And how long were you standing in the dark waiting for me?
Not long. Guillaume spotted you from the bell tower.
Well, it was quite the entrance.
Are you mocking me?
Yes.
No, no. God's truth. Very theatrical.
Shut up. We're here.
The candidate will approach.
I'm kind of digging the white robes, not gonna lie.
The son of Charles Dorion returns to us. Belek thought you wouldn't come. What changed your mind?
I'm tired of running from my failures. Monsieur de la Serre, my father. I want to make it right.
The death of Grand Master de la Serre weighs on you. Why? Did you wield the blade yourself?
Does it matter? The blame still lies with me.
إن ذنوبه تكل كيليه هل أنت متأكد منه؟
أنا كذلك إنه قادر على مواجهة المحاكمة سيكون جيدا.
Very well. Out of the dark you come into the light. From the light you will return to the dark. Are you prepared to travel the Eagle's path?
If that's a fancy way of asking, do I want your help? Yes.
Then drink.
Oh, I love a good initiation that involves psychoactive drugs.
What's happening? Hello?
A lot of leap of faith.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Courage, my boy. You wait just here. I will return when this hand reaches the top. Where is that boy? I'm certain we should be well away from him.
Father, it's me! I'm here!
Let's try this again.
Father! Where is that boy? We should be well away by now.
Father, it's me! I'm here!
This is fine. Okay, this time we made it.
Haven't you done enough to repay my father's kindness?
If I leave it here, Monsieur de la Serre will see it the instant he returns.
Go! I'll distract them!
Ah!
He's killed Lord de la Serre.
You must receive it today. It's very...
Very imprudent. I heard you the first time.
Such a loyal...
Symbolism.
These are the words spoken by our ancestors, the words that lay at the heart of our creed.
Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent.
Hide in plain sight.
Never compromise the Brotherhood.
Let these tenets be branded upon your mind. Follow them and be uplifted. Break them at your peril. Rise, assassin.
Congratulations, you joined up before we stopped, or after we stopped cutting people's fingers off.
He has been culled from this world, his sins and failures turned to dust. Tonight he is reborn, a novice of the Assassin Brotherhood.
Welcome back. Now that you've experienced life as an assassin, are you willing to pick up the fight and join us? Deacon, load the file.
Coming up.
We lifted a media file from Abstergo last month, and the information it contains is astounding. But we won't share these things with just anyone. By pressing play, you'll be joining the assassins. If you want to fight the Templar menace, if you're willing to save civilization from Abstergo's clutches, press play, sit back, and ready yourself for the truth.
Are you ready for the truth?
Good choice. Welcome to the Assassins, Initiate.
So much production value for something only a few people are legally allowed to look at.
In the 1950s, it was theorized that human DNA worked via the triple helix model. Some years later, the work of Crick and Watson demolished this theory in favor of the double helix. Today, we know the double helix to be indisputably the basis of all life. So why did the triple helix theory gain so much traction? Why did Rosalind Franklin's X-rays seem to confirm it? It turns out that their initial samples had been taken from small traces of precursor DNA, the rare genes of an ancient race embedded in our own. We now know that triple helix DNA is the foundation of the precursor genome. It is the genetic Rosetta Stone of our age. If we can crack it open, if we can sequence the full precursor genome, there is no limit to the knowledge we will gain. Using Animus technology, precursor history will be open to us for the first time ever. Ancient languages will be unlocked, and ancient technology will be ours for the taking. Imagine what will be possible if we master the technology that underpins the pieces of Eden. Such discoveries would surpass 100-fold the splitting of the atom. Last year, we located a rich sample of precursor DNA in a donor whose genes contained human and precursor DNA at an incredible 25-to-1 ratio. Our work will begin with this sample. Our goal is to unravel the triple helix, sequence the precursor genome, and change the world for the better, forever. Welcome to the Phoenix Project.
Seeing the stuff that's shaped for them is
This is where we
interesting.
stand. Last year, Abstergo acquired the body of a man we call a Sage, one of a rare breed of humans with a surplus of ancient DNA. This sparked a search for more Sages, in the present and in the past. The more Abstergo finds, the closer they get to their final goal. We've blocked their recent attempts to find more, but Abstergo will not stop looking until they sequence a full precursor genome. So, why Arnaud Dorian? Why chase an assassin through the French Revolution? It turns out, at some point in his life, Arnaud came into contact with another Sage. We need you to find out when and where these meetings took place. If Arnaud was present for this Sage's death, it might lead Abstergo straight to his body. Naturally, we'd like to find it first. This is where you come in. It won't be simple. Genetic memory must be tackled in sequence to keep the data stable. But we're confident you're up to the task. And you won't be alone. Other initiates, assassins just like you, are doing their part to end this fight. If you need more training, more experience, you can call on them for help. All right. Loading the next sequence.
Okay. It's an interesting way to introduce the multiplayer aspect of this, which we will not be doing here because I don't have a PS Plus account. However, for whatever reason, because at some point I did have one, it lets me do the multiplayer missions solo, but it won't let me on any other account. So we're just going to hope that it continues to do that, because some of them are fun, if requiring a little bit of meticulous
The more data will have
work.
to increase your synchronization with him and to activate his abilities. Here, have a look at this.
Okay. Well, we can start locksmithing. That's an important thing. Well, the first thing we're going to do is boost health, because I would like to survive more than one gunshot wound. And locksmithing. We will get more eventually. Basically, we'll get more assassin points when we finish in-game missions, like ones that are tied to the main plot.
One last thing. While you've been busy, I had Deacon do some poking around in Arno's memories. Seems he was a busy guy. See that symbol? That's a co-op mission. I play a lot of games multiplayer. I don't know about you, but I thought you'd like to mix it up a little. These are missions Arno ran with his assassin buddies, so they'll give you an idea of what our organization's about. Just walk into the glitch and you'll get all the details. I've marked them on your map.
Oh, and time for some upgrades. Let's see. Well, one of the things that I have definitely learned, let's see, we have not a lot of florins to begin with. Nope, can't use those. Now we can change around colors. I only own a few. For now, Arno's main color set is probably my favorite. I also like Darkest Alley and Pure Shadow, but those are not open yet, and those are also expensive. So we'll stick with that for now. Now, something we do want to do is look at the potential hoods we can use. And we've got some we already own, because you play as my friend. As you can see, some of these, yeah, they get super expensive further down the line. So we'll stick with what we've got for now. Now, Prowler, it ups stealth, but not a whole lot. So does the Napoleonic hood. Bourgeois a little bit. Medieval. But the, where the hell is it? Let's see. The Sans Culottes hood has the biggest boost in stealth, and that is for the radical revolutionaries. And I think instead of going up to Sans Culottes immediately, we're gonna start with Athos's dual shirt, because 1, it's fun, and 2, gives us a little boost in stealth. Somewhat comparable, I think, to, yeah, as you can see, the Sans Culottes is a little bit more, but Athos, it's fun. And it's shirtless, and we love it. Well, it's open shirt anyway. Let's see. That boosts our stealth. The Prowler one gives us more melee and health. Additional damage. This reduces our low profile noise. I think I'm actually going to go with the Prowler ones on this, because I do want to do more damage with it. The waist. Let's see. Helps with ranged. What else does it get? Oh, it gives me additional stun grenades and smoke bombs is what it's doing. Double eagle belt worn by many musketeers. Additional ammunition. That gives you more lockpicks, which can get important. What else have we got? More bombs, more ammunition. That's good. So right now there aren't any unlocked that give me all of the things that I want. That, but it's a bit much. Also, just doesn't look good with that. Let's see. We'll start with that, and we'll upgrade it too. The legs, let's see. Black Musketeer breeches. Gives us a little more stealth. Upgrade. Reduces the running noise. And then we have outfits, only 2 of which are unlocked. This is an early concept art for Arno's Master Assassin outfit, and then here is one that was designed by Todd McFarlane. And you can put those over any armor, and you keep whatever your armor bonuses are. Now, having done that, let's see. Where are we at on that? So all of these, which I already own, have much better damage and parry. We'll go with Arno's French Rapier on this one. Give him a bonus on that. Now, in general, the heavy weapons do more damage and they're a little bit harder to dodge, but not something to worry about at present. Must have the ranged weapon skills. Okay, so I have to unlock that before I can use them. So not something we'll worry about right now. There we go. Oh my god, just unlock the chest, dude. It's right there. There we go. Now where am I? What district am I in? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and go get one of these.
Whose side are you on then? What do you want? Who are you fighting? You're a royalist. You've got this covered. Die.
Ah, shoot. This is one of the crowd moments. It doesn't seem to have counted. Just because he ran too far away. Oh, nope, there we go. 1 of 5. And we need 12 for our first reward on that. Cool, cool, cool. If I'm not mistaken, that is my, yes, my first assassination thing is Nya. Meantime, what else have we got? Treasure chests. We can also pick locks now, but there are no red treasure chests, which mean lock chests in this area. Now, as for the prizes that you can get in crowd events, those can range from unlocking new outfits to very large cash rewards to weapons. So it pays to do them, definitely. I don't know why I'm doing this from up here. I'm going to miss crowd events if I do that, so. And you also get creed points for doing cool things like parkour. I guess I startled him. When you have bullies, you scare them off.
Quelle étrange explosion. Cheer, my friend. Ravi de t'accueillir.
Let's do that. Refill all. Yes. Fabulous. Okie dokie. Now the blue here means that it's guarded by soldiers. Not bad. Oh, there's a thing. That I probably cannot get to from in here. Let's see. Here we go. The shields are artifacts. You just basically have to get to where they are and rub your butt on them, and then you get them. We're not going to worry about that right now. Now, this one, the Vidic, which is interesting given the name of one of the antagonists in the early games, are murder mysteries. And when you solve those for him, he gives you weapons. So... And it wouldn't hurt to run toward him and wait for crowd events to happen. I don't know, guys. That guy just died. It was weird. I tried to show him a magic trick.
3 times this month. I gotta eat. You gotta feed me. Works out. Shut it. What do you want?
A lot of crime going on. Need help?
I've got things well under control. Thank you very much. What about all the murders you never solve? I said shut it, Vidoc. Think about it. He solves them. You get the credit. Tell you what. Solve a murder. I'll give you a weapon out of the bin.
Will the police get a weapon bin?
Meanwhile, I have more important things to do.
Things really do never change.
Hey! I know the streets. I can help you out.
Why would you?
Because that stinking stupid pig of a police minister doesn't have the stinking stupid sense to do anything that might give even a grifter like me hope that someday, this city might not be a shitty place to live. And because I'm bored out my bloody mind. Oh, for the love of God, Vidoc, shush!
Okay. If you want to solve crimes, you can't just wander in and throw the first suspicious person you meet into jail. Well, you can, but you'll almost always get the wrong person. Look, you're going to have to get serious and have a comprehensive system to sort out who did it, why, and how. I'm going to make it easy for you and list the basics right here. Read those over and then go out and nab the murderer. 1. Everything you discover will be kept in a case file. Look there to review what you've learned. 2. Examine all clues and speak to all witnesses. Use your eyes and ears. 3. Some clues will lead you to new places. Don't be lazy. Go there and look for more clues. Review your case file. Use your head. Which suspect had the ability, means, and motive? When you know that the only one suspect could have done the crime, return to the murderer and accuse them.
Something kind of creepy about monks. Closed up like that in a big building. Sometimes that's hard on people.
Really gonna do this? Let's see. Database. Case files. Murder foretold.
Better check out the monastery here on the island, though.
Actually, my character customization real quick. Gear loadout. Head. Do I have a musketeer one? I do. Sadly, it doesn't do anything good right now. One of the upshots to getting musketeer hoods, it's the only piece of equipment, I think. Like, as you can see, the stealth is up really, really high on that, but it also boosts the amount of money you get. I'm actually going to go ahead and buy that, because I like looting extra money. Now, the scroll those are Nostradamus symbols, and you find pieces of a thing, but that's, like, not even introduced to us yet plot-wise, so we're not going to bother with it. The papers you see are newspaper copies, actually. You can read local newspapers of the time and see what they're talking about in terms of politics and stuff. It's kind of cool.
What are you doing? Did you see that? He just came and...
Faut l'envoyer à
Why are you not stopping? Something to hide?
Épargnez-moi, j'ai de quoi payer.
I only need 2 more now. Since it looks like we have direct access to this one. So you just walk right up to it, bam. Collectible.
Qu'as-tu donc en tête, toi?
Admirable. N'y avait-il point de tête?
Oh, sorry.
Quelqu'un peut-il...
Get back here, you brat! I got 10 inches of steel for ya!
That is a locked chest. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Let's see if we can actually do it.
Calme-toi, voyons. Nous allons bien trouver une solution.
2? That might be too much for me. Let's see. Yeah, way too much. Never mind. As I level up, it'll be easier, but for now, it's nah. Okay, here we go. Time to investigate the hell out of a murder. Oh, and there's stairs in here. Lovely. Dead monk, Frere Jean, strangled with a strand of rosary beads, guys. He appears to have fallen from his chair while writing at his desk. Body. Crumpled paper. Clenched in the monk's dead fist is a crumpled bit of paper, apparently torn from a diary. It reads, "Guilty. I have poisoned them. He claimed it was God's will that I do so because of the prediction. I cannot escape my guilt. I am a murderer. I must confess everything right this minute before..." The note is unfinished. Personal effects. Also at the bottom of the chest, a single page torn from a book. The 7 branches will be reduced to 3. The elder one surprised by death. The 2 seduced to fratricide. The conspirators will die as they sleep. Nostradamus. I guess these are conspirators. An older monk lying dead in his bed. His features are sallow and his face is ashen gray. An older monk lying dead. His features are sallow and ashen gray. An older monk lying dead in his bed. His features are sallow and ashen gray. Okay, so. Property of Friar Honore. Personal effects. Of note is an enormous book filled with intriguing quatrains, the prophecies by Nostradamus. Y'all gotta read some new shit.
Dear Lord, Friars Stanislas, Bernard, and even the respected Friar Benoit, and then Friar Jean, all dead. It passeth all understanding. 3 monks survive, praise God, but I dare not think. Is it possible that the murderer is one of them? Ah, ridiculous. Which of them would be capable of such an atrocity?
So much happened. First, the death of the elder monks. Friar Jean served them wine, and they immediately became very tired. They went to bed and couldn't be roused. I ran to the doctor. When I came back, what did I find? They were all dead. And there's Friar Jean, strangled at his desk.
Okay. Is there anything left in this room before I go outside? Doesn't look like it.
Saw a monk right over there, starting a fire he was. A fire, here in the vineyard. Well, I yelled at him to get on out of there, and he ran off.
Hmm? Poisoned the cask of wine, but I served it. If he knew that I am about to confess, he would not hesitate to murder me himself. Oh, curse the day the predictions of Nostradamus ever came into Honore's possession. He is quite mad. He has driven me to madness, but I am... What else we got, yo? Let's see. We still got 2 clues left, so... 2 people, it looks like.
I am very worried about Friar Honore. He and Friar Jean were quite close. I fear Jean's murder has affected Honore's sanity.
I guess this is going to be Friar Honore.
God's will cannot be understood by mortal man. We search and pray and do the best we can. Small hints can be discerned, say, in the writings of prophets. I believe Nostradamus is one.
Okay, that's everything. Believes Nostradamus is a prophet. Concerned that the murders have messed with Honore's sanity, so... I'm actually, yeah, Father Honore, he's got to be the one, because he's the one that buys into it.
God's will cannot be understood by mortal man. We search and pray and do the best we can. The conspirators were foretold to die in their sleep. Jean was victim of a fratricide. Is it murder to fulfill a prophecy?
Yeah. yeah, it is.
It's all coming true, I tell you. Even this.
Les parents?
He's a bit off his nut, if you ask me. Arrest the madman. 9 times out of 10, you're right. Go ahead.
You got the max bonus there because that is the other issue. If you accuse the wrong person, it reduces how much cash you get.
Some shady characters mixed up in this one, eh?
And there is another thingy thing. That's what I thought. So I can't go for it without dealing with these guys, and that's okay, because... Gents. And this one I think I can open. Now where is that? Oh, where is it? Let's see. Oh, it's underground. Okay, gonna have to take that one off the map then, because I can't get to it yet. You have to do an actual quest to make that one happen. Now, I might be able to get that dude, but I doubt it. Yeah, no, he's fucking gone. Well, I'm glad the guards were just like, Kay. They had it coming, it's fine. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and, go and do Arno's graduation. I think that'll be a good way to close out tonight. I'd like to get 2 more street events before that happens. See if we can manage that. There we go. One more. Le Patriote, 1791, armies of Prince Bishop. His allies now threaten our brothers in Liege. The young republic cannot withstand the might of Habsburg machine for long. Should they seek shelter from France, will not turn them away. There's 5 of 5. Now where did I win? 500 livres. Livres. Absolutely good, yes.
J'ai des doutes sur la encore lui. Pas d'inquiétude.
It's nice to collect them and just get them off the map. The roads of France are open to all trade citizens. The Reformation we started by tearing down the tax farmers' walls now sees its natural conclusion. Is France not truly unified by these acts? Oh, I see. Most assassin missions will start on a rooftop, no matter what.
What's the mission?
Mission. Let's get your arse in position. Don't ask questions, piss pop.
I live to serve.
Mission difficulty by diamonds. Okie dokie. Cover kills is what it wants from me. Cover kills it shall have then. Fuck you, that is a cover kill. Give me credit.
Something's not right.
I don't have any ranged weapons. This sucks.
What the hell? That's odd.
Why don't you come over and check it out?
I guess I missed him. Better get back. Well.
Damn.
Something's odd.
Now that I know what circuit he takes.
Well then, where did it... Ah, never mind.
Hey, someone there?
Must be in a hurry. Ah.
Come here. Yes!
You won't escape! Just stop! Get it over with!
So I only got 2. That's disappointing.
Lord Guillaume de Roussel has generously agreed to our price of 40%.
An act of desperation? What about the priest?
He'll come around.
Your confidence is infectious, Sivert. My boys will have the wagon ready.
Here are the details. Make sure it goes smoothly.
Of course. Make sure that it goes smoothly, cretin. When have I ever...
Murder! Murder!
These bastards always have bodyguards. Well... next time, do that before he starts screaming.
Why do we hang about here when Sivert still lives? He killed Monsieur de la Serre.
Patience. Sever's not the target. Not today. Come on. Council's waiting for our report.
You'll never get past all of them.
Time to go.
Oh my god, just go in. There we go.
Time to wear your cape.
There's my third one. Get out of cover.
Bloody fanatic!
Merde. Patriots. These imbeciles will pick a fight with anyone. Try not to draw their attention.
Shouldn't we stop them?
Stop them. Avoid them. Doesn't matter. There's always more fanatics. Can't save everyone, Bispo.
But I get rewards when I save people.
Well, there's a cheery thought.
Heads up, lads. Remy found Monsieur Arpinon's body in a courtyard not far from here. Stabbed through the throat.
Just trying not to strain your heart.
Careful, Bispo. You'll hurt someone. I'll still be running when you're dead.
Need a break? Need a break? piercers. I'll report you to the carton.
We're better than they smokers.
Careful, Pissball. You'll hurt someone.
I can't believe this. We've not seen Seaver for a year, and you're letting him walk. All because his name wasn't on a bloody piece of paper.
The timing's not right. Too many variables, too many loose threads.
And if we lose him again?
He'll be at Notre Dame tomorrow, if he keeps to the schedule we found.
Which means we'll get to open tomorrow with the Notre Dame. That'll be fun.
Arnold.
So what happens next?
We take this ledger full of Templar records to Mirabeau.
3 more Templars killed last night.
Wasn't us.
You don't seem terribly
Templars
fond
were
of
killing
him.
each other like it was going out of fashion.
He's a
since
politician.
89.
A Templar
Sees himself as a great peacemaker.
Would this complicate
He
things?
thinks he can end the war between assassins and Templars, bring the revolution to a happy conclusion, and convince dogs and cats to live together in peace.
Mass hysteria.
Well, the customs agents of France can rest easy. Arpinot's dead.
Shaking down imprisoned nobles seems a bit out of his oeuvre. What are the Templars up to?
If we hadn't spent the last year hobbled by your damn truce, we might know that.
Here's a point, Honoré. The truce was with Grand Master de la Serre.
The man's been dead for 2 years. Whoever's in charge now, you can be certain they aren't sitting idle.
We might have learned more had we not allowed Seaver to escape.
Seaver was there?
I know your heart is set on keeping the peace, but bringing Monsieur de la Serre's killer to justice would count for something, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. But do not confuse your personal vendetta with a sound strategy.
If he wants to kill Templars, let him kill Templars. I've done him all I can. Boys ready?
Very well. Assassin. I charge you to go to Notre Dame de Paris, and to find there the Templar agent, Charles Gabriel Seaver. You will learn his secrets, and when you have done so, you will bring him peace, in accordance with our tenets.
Alrighty. Real quick, because we did get more points for skills. Let's see if it's enough to get a pistol. Yes. Can't do a double assassination yet, so we'll leave it with that. I want to thank y'all for joining me tonight, and sorry that we moved away from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, but like I said, I have misplaced the disc. When we come back on Wednesday, if I have found it by then, we may switch back to it, but I think I'd like to play a little bit more with this. So Wednesday I will be broadcasting again at 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, which is my usual time for story-driven games, so I will see all of you then. If you are watching on YouTube, give us a like and subscribe. Come on over and watch us live sometime. If you're watching on PlayStation 4, you see the username You Made It Weird. My Twitch channel and my YouTube are both under the name ImpureTale. Thank you once again for joining me, and y'all have a great night.